How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video, this time at Teamsport Coventry again. And yeah, it's a 3 for 2, so there's 3 sessions, so the video might be a bit longer. And we're going to be doing the usual highlight and full race videos. So the highlight video's got commentary and then the full race doesn't. I also managed to set my fastest lap time, which is a 42.1. So if any of you have any tips for me to improve, then please suggest them in the comments, but I hope you enjoy the video. So as we skip on a few laps then, someone has somehow managed to crash into that barrier. I don't know how they've got in at that angle, but something's telling me there's a magnet in that barrier, because that seems to be the only solution. So then moving on quite a few laps, I'm going down the ramp, and I think I braked just a bit too late and spinning. I think I broke on the metal plate, which was a bad idea, because that'll make you spin around. So after quite a few laps of holding these people at bay, number 4 finally found a gap, and so I just sort of let him through, and then I didn't realise number 11 was there as well, so I managed to hold him off, but now it's just a matter of time before number 11 gets past as well. So then later on in that lap, we catch up to some traffic, which doesn't really affect anything because they stay out of the way, but the number 4 has managed to gain quite a large gap, which wasn't very handy because I wanted to learn the lines off of him. But as we're going around these corners, we just got to keep as close to the wall as we can and try not to run over the bumps that are in that corner, because they are deadly, and also you don't want to brake too late there like what I did and go really wide, and number 11 is right there. So I've now just got to hold on through the S's, just clip the apexes. I'm actually like moving around in my seat to try and shift the weight to turn easier. But then round that corner you want to stick to the left on the entry and then get the widest line out of it as well, and hug the wall all the way until you go up the ramp. And then as we cross the finish line, number 11 finds a way through, so it was actually quite a nice move. But then I get the run out of the next corner and I'm side by side, but he just doesn't leave the room, and I end up hitting the wall and going into him. So I then slow down to let him by, but I'm still on the inside and he just doesn't see me and just runs me into the wall, so I lose all my momentum, and now look how far behind I am. So yeah, I was not happy with that one, but I guess it doesn't matter because it's just a matter of time before I then catch up to it. So then on the next lap I was right, and I've caught up to number 11 again. I think the traffic has slowed everyone in the queue right down, but I guess that's helped me because then I've caught up to number 4, which is I think just got past all the traffic, and then number 11, which is right in front of me. So going down the ramp, I didn't know who to follow, so I followed number 11 and it seemed to work, but that's not all of the traffic because there's another cart in front of number 11. I don't know how many times I'm going to say number 11 in this video, but yeah, in front of number 11 there is another cart, so now all I've got to do is just hold on to the back of number 11, and yeah, and then when number 11 makes a move, I should be able to follow him through. But there's not really many overtaking opportunities around here, but I get an amazing run, so I don't know who to follow down here, and I end up following the guy in the pink suit, which was a terrible idea because then we both go wide. But then he squeezed me into the wall, which I was not happy about, so yeah, that's unfortunate. And I don't know if you just saw, but I accidentally sent it at the inside of someone else and just crashed into the side of him. So I did apologise, but yeah, I couldn't really slow down because I was already near alongside them. But yeah, here's the pink suit guy, and it's now my mission to catch up to him again because why not? And I've already caught up to him that quickly. So I then see a move on the inside of the ramp and I sent it, and it paid off, and I actually managed to stop this time as well. But before you know it, it is the end of the session, and the people in front of me actually carried on. I didn't go in the pits, but yeah, that is the end of session 1, and I will see you in session 2. So then heading out, I already got swarmed going up the ramp. Like, I don't know how they managed to gain that much speed. I think it's because I was warming up my tyres and I was going quite slow, but yeah, I mean, this is a perfect opportunity to learn the lines better though, because this guy in front of me was very, very quicker than me in the first 2 sessions, but in the last session I actually managed to have the quickest time overall, which was quite good. But yeah, this is just my time of learning the lines off the guy in front and seeing where I can carry the most speed. So quite a few laps later, 2 people have crashed under the bottom chicane. So it is a yellow flag, but that's quickly cleared up, and this is a prime example of why paying attention to the lights is very handy, because I was so far behind, and because I got that extra start on the lights, I'm already behind the guy in the first braking point, and then passed him in the second corner. So after a lot of hot lapping, I finally catch up to someone else, and I accidentally give them a bump going through that corner. They broke in the mid part of the corner, which I normally just take that flat out, but then they let me through, so I say thank you and off I go again. It's quite close to the end of the session though, so there's not much action in this session. It's more just hot lapping after hot lapping and seeing where I can improve on. So then quite a lot of laps later, someone's done an identical crash to what we saw before. I mean, surely the only solution is a magnet in that barrier, but yeah, we are under yellow flag still, and this is another prime example on why you should pay attention to the flags, because I'm already right up behind the guy in the pink suit before we've even got to the braking point. So I just stick behind him in the braking point, and then I see an opportunity on the outside, but he sort of shuts the front door, and then he loses all of his speed going around that corner, and I just hit the back of him, so then I lose all my speed. So I'm now really far behind both of them, but then going down the ramp and in the braking point, I managed to catch up all of that time, and I'm then right behind him. So now it's a 3-way battle as we go into the S's, but then the guy in the pink suit just rams the guy in the blue suit, which then I so nearly hit the cart number 18. So as we finish that lap, then that is the checkered flag and the end of session 2, but because it's a 3 for 2, there is 3 sessions, so I've got 1 more session which is now coming up. So here is session 3. This is actually midway through session 3, so I already did my hot lapping at the start, and here's where the fun part comes. But I am side by side with cart number 19 going up the ramp, and he so nearly hit me as I turn into the last corner, but luckily he didn't, and that was a very, very nice move, which I was very happy about. So then that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one.